You're about to listen to TADPOG, Tyler and Dave Play Old Games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
McElwain sold that house, right?
Sold it, and now it's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah, the Pikes tore it down for their lodge. It's over there now.
Fucking Pikes, man. They're like the Zerg. They just take it all.
The barber shop and then that house are gone.
God, man.
Yep.
That makes me really sad.
All our apartments are gone.
It's not like it was 20 years ago or anything.
I know. All right, let's record before I get sad.
Too late.
Hello, Internet.
We're leaving that in.
Okay. That's a good, what happened?
I'll tell you what happened. We're sad because we realized that college was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And we're thinking about all the buildings that we knew in college that are gone now.
Gone.
They're vaporized and taken over.
Yeah.
Like there was a fraternity that was just like, we're going to buy all the places that you used to live and bulldoze them.
Yeah. Yep.
This is like an 80s movie.
Our other frat house burned down, so now we're going to burn down your stuff.
Yeah, man, that barbershop apartment, that was pretty nice.
You had a primo fucking location.
It was pretty nice.
Man.
But then again, it was also like nice by like college standards. Because I mean, like going to that, if it existed, going to that now would be like, people live here? Like in order to do your laundry, you have to kneel, essentially, because it's like it was in an attic. We lived in an attic.
Yeah.
And it's like the washing machine and the dryer, which, hey, man, it's nice that we had that. Mm-hmm. I mean, but it was in like where the roof slopes down. So, I mean, it's like we would always have to like hunch over to like do laundry.
Deal to the laundry gods.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
The laundry gods.
What's the pantheon of the laundry gods?
Oh, shit. Because the two prime gods are washing and drying.
And then the Dark Lord dry cleaning.
There you go. The opposite.
The greedy god. Dry cleaning. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but dry cleaning is very expensive.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, compared to just doing it at your house, I guess.
Remember, that's why whenever I had that house, me, Link, Josh, and Ramon all lived in that house together, and we had a washer and dryer. And
yeah.
Our dear friend J. Brent Morrison bought us so many miniatures because when miniatures first came out. He went to the comic shop we had in town, bought a whole bunch. He's like, I want to be able to do laundry here for as long as you're here. Okay, sure. Tradesies, come on. All right, you're welcome. Here's a key. You're welcome anytime to do your laundry. Thank you for what turned out to be 12 fire elementals.
That's still a pretty good deal for you. Because, I mean, you're not really out anything, right?
No, he brought his own laundry detergent and shit. So.
Oh, man, that's even better. So you're just pretty much out water and wear and tear on your washer and dryer.
Yeah, water, electricity. And
I mean, let's be honest. I mean,
washer and dryer came with the place, so.
So there you go. Not even your problem.
Yep.
Just the water. Were utilities bundled up in the rent?
I know the water wasn't because he got shut off a lot.
Fair enough.
It's like, hey, Link, do you have your part of the water bill? Nope, that's getting shut off. Next week when I have it, I'll pay $50 extra to have it turned back on. Okay.
What did you do with that water?
I don't know. It was never more than like a day or two before we got it turned back on. We didn't have to go that long.
That's good. So. You can't make Kool-Aid without water.
Yeah.
Right?
No, we only had bottled water anyway.
There you go.
Big stacks of bottled water.
Just boil it for showers.
Yeah. Or just don't.
Oof, man, I can't. How often do you shower every day? Is this too personal a question?
No.
No.
I shower every day or every weekday. If I want to sleep in on like a Saturday, I come in. I might not shower one day during the weekend. But.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense to shower during like the work days.
Yeah.
I got to shower every day. I feel like we've been through this before.
Yeah, because you take sometimes 2 showers.
Yeah, at least one shower a day. Yeah, sometimes 2. But honestly, that's kind of changed. Just because I don't like to get my hair wet unless I absolutely have to. Because now
it's a job.
It's a real pain in the ass if it gets wet because it's like, well, I got to deal. Well, yeah. I mean, it really is. I wear a shower cap and stuff. It's fun.
I dig it.
Yeah, it's all like, but it's also like I get in this thing where it's
Hey,
like
it's part of it.
I get in this. Yeah, totally. It totally is. I get in this thing where it's like, man, I got to pick the right day to wash it because it's like I got to pick a day that I'm not gonna see anybody because like it gets so fucking like crazy. See, like right now, and it also like I can't believe
It takes a whole bottle of LA Looks, right, to tame it again.
I don't fuck with that shit anymore because now I don't fuck with that shit anymore. Thank God, because that was like, you know what? That's too much effort, and I don't like how it looks. I kind of like. Forget it. Can we start over? Nah. Can we start over? I'm just gonna edit this part out. I don't like talking about it.
We talk about my showers.
No. Well, yeah, your showers are like, yeah, I shower every day. I'm normal.
Well, no, as in other weekends, I'll be a lazy asshole.
Yeah,
But then I'm like, oh, my balls smell. I feel bad for my wife. I don't want her to ever have to really smell my vinegary balls.
a little bit of soap and water on a washcloth.
That's true.
You're good. You're good to go, man. That's how I do the back of my ears. Back behind my ears, since I wear the shower cap.
Oh, okay.
I get out of the shower, like, okay, well, get the washcloth, dude. Because otherwise I'm at work and I'm like,
can you smell the back of your ears?
I can't smell them, but what happens is I touch my ear and I'm like, oh God. And then I'm like, of course it feels weird. So of course I smell my fingers and I'm like, oh shit,
yeah.
I got a problem.
Yeah, that's when like scratching that deep thigh and I'm like, oh.
The deep thigh, like the ball
deep
thigh?
inner thigh, like in the ball. Yeah. Right in the ball crevice where it's just like, oh yeah, gotta get there.
Crevice.
Gotta get there better.
Yeah.
Everybody loving this? Let's talk. It's probably better talk than the game that we're playing this week. Space Football 1-on-1.
Yeah, which has, I mean, I got a lot of questions about this game that I played.
Questions, statements, opinions.
Oh, I got some opinions. It's really bad. It's a really bad video game.
Oh yeah,
made for people
man.
who only love bad video games. Presumably,
I don't understand the audience for this game at all.
Can I start this off? I know we normally do this in like, we don't want to save this to the end, but I can't like, I'm looking at Flopsy and I just want to get you nice and mad.
Oh my God.
Because I happened to look down and see what they rated this game.
Oh my God.
Flopsy, aka the Ultimate Nintendo Guide, which I'm starting to question whether or not it is in fact the Ultimate Nintendo Guide to the SNES library. Gave Space Football 1-on-1 3 stars. Clearly a 1-star game.
Yeah.
If there's ever been a 1-star game.
I'm going to throw this out there now. This, in my opinion, this is the second worst game on the Super Nintendo we have played
Street Hockey
thus
95
far.
is the
Street
worst.
Hockey 95. And then, well, this, it's a toss-up. This is either the second or the third worst. I don't know if it's worse than race driving. But
Okay. Race driving's better than this game.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. At least I had more fun playing race driving. And also that guy, I wish I could
I'm glad
remember.
you said it right. I said the driving. It's not.
No,
it's driving.
drive-in. Yeah,
You're right.
apostrophe.
You're right.
The guy who did the ROM hacks to like make the frame rate playable. Like, I get it. The argument is that it's not playable because the frame rate is like, it's like a flip book. And totally viable. I get that. But it's a better game than Space Football 1-on-1.
I can see the argument to make this a better game, make race driving a better game because the frame rate makes it terrible.
That's the limitation.
This game is perfectly playable. It's just terrible.
I don't know. How do you define perfectly playable?
Well, it functions.
Okay, it does.
I think it plays as intended.
I'm going to look up. I can't remember what the Ultimate Guide to the SNES library gave race driving. I want to look that up real quick. It's probably lower than. I mean, this can be the rest of the podcast if you want it to be.
That's fine.
Name a game and I'll look up what they gave it. They gave race driving 1 star. And
this is not 2 stars better than race driving.
It's super.
No.
It's super not. Avoid Space Football.
Yes.
1-on-1. It's really bad. Would we like to describe the game?
Okay, well, what do you want to read from Wikipedia?
We can do that if you want.
Or you want me to read from Wikipedia?
Yeah,
So you don't
you
feel
got
like
it?
you're doing the book report? I'll pull it up. Let me get on this shit.
Yeah.
Wikipedia, space football. Let's see what comes up.
There is one very interesting fact about this game, and that there's just one, and that is that Argonaut worked on this game.
Huh.
The Star Fox people.
Yeah.
And you can tell by the polygonal cars when you select your character. And that's the only instance where you can tell. It's like, oh, look at that. That's kind of neat.
This is their speckle of a dream morphing into what would one day maybe be Star Fox.
Does it look like that in the game itself? No, it does not.
No,
look like
just
that
whenever
in
it's
the game
loading
itself.
and going down onto the platform.
Yeah. And when you're picking your character.
And now, of course, I hear that, Dave.
Yeah, Tyler, do you hear that?
Of course, I hear that.
Do you
Dave.
hear that? Oh, the crackling. I'm warming my hands over this now burning book. Because it lied to us, Tyler.
It did. It's not. Wow. Just giving this game 3 stars is a fucking
We
atrocity.
eat the pig, and together we burn.
Because this is absolutely a 1-star game. But space football 1-on-1, known in Japan as holy fuck.
Wow, they named it that, huh?
It's about it. Holy fuck is a better title.
Holy fuck.
Space football 1-on-1, known in Japan as super linear ball.
Super linear ball?
Super linear ball. That sounds like the fucking Mitt Romney, what he would call a video game with a ball.
I got to be honest with you. Super linear ball does describe this game better than space football.
Oh, space football 1-on-1 is a fucking trap. It's a grandma trap, is what it is.
This game isn't football.
In no way. In no way. There are no feet. No foots.
Yeah, no ball.
I don't really think it's not a ball.
It's a hover thing. It's like a hover shell.
It has nothing to do with, you can eat football either soccer-wise or football. Has nothing to do with it whatsoever.
No.
Also, I learned that soccer, this is from TikTok, so take it with a grain of salt.
Soccer isn't
TikTok.
real. It's like we live in the Truman Show. Everything we've ever seen soccer's been fake.
Soccer is what the Brits originally called it.
What?
When we started calling it soccer, they're like, fuck those assholes, it's football.
No.
Yes.
Oh, well then fuck that then.
Yeah.
Then I'll never say football, ever.
Ross, get back to me on that.
Where did you learn that?
TikTok.
Oh, yeah. That's where I get all my
So we'll
facts.
see.
That's where I learned that birds aren't real.
I feel like it's like when my dad drives me crazy what did he tell me about? Like, he told me something fucking crazy the other day. And I was like, oh, where'd you hear that? I don't remember. Yeah, you heard it on Fox News.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where to shove it if you say, oh, yeah, I heard it on Fox News. He knows not to come up with that shit.
The Thrifty Nickel. I read it in the Thrifty Nickel.
Thrifty Nickel. God, I forgot about that.
I know where I can get my tires rotated for free. Also, did you know that it was called soccer originally?
I mean, yeah. I hope that's true. I could see where that's true.
I hope it's true too, but
Ross, tell me. Let us know. But Space Football 1-on-1, a video game developed by Bits Studios, released in 1992 exclusively.
Yeah.
Because no one was going to port that shit anywhere else for the Super
Nor
Nintendo
should
Entertainment
they.
System. Yep. And it's a ripoff of another game. It's a ripoff of a much older game, an Atari game.
Blaze Ball.
Blaze ball.
I don't know.
Ball blazer.
Ball blazer?
Yeah, something like
Blaze
something
balls.
also very bad.
Blaze Ball is entirely something different. That's like a fantasy sports game.
This game takes place in the future with
Baseball.
2 athletes attempting to score goals against each other.
All right.
Yep.
2 athletes.
Using retro grav hovercraft, these 2 athletes must gain possession of a hovering ball. There are 12 different drivers to choose from. I only saw 3.
There are like 3 different. So there are 3 different speeds, and within those 3 different speeds are like several drivers.
Oh, okay. Because I just went from like, oh, this is slow speed, medium speed, high speed, and I just clicked into it. I guess you can go left and right and pick a different.
You can, and like the
different
portraits
avatar.
are on the level of like.
Oh, they're so bad. In the future,
Championship
we all have
pool.
oval faces.
Dude, I mean, it's like my favorite is the guy the Chuck Norris essentially, who's wearing space Oakleys. They're all like really.
I remember they were horrible.
I'm sorry to say this, but they were all horrifying looking people.
Yep.
and I don't know if this is in the future or if it's just in space.
Where we get deformed after not having gravity,
I hope
our bodies stretch out.
God, I hope it's not our future. But here's what they should have put. Look, dude, if it's fucking space football, put some fucking like aliens in it. And it's like all the opponents are like, they look like they're Borg.
Humans and AI. Yeah.
And it's like, okay, I get that. But it's like, I don't know, man, throw a fucking Martian in there. Like
the best you get is the supermodel looks sort of like the robot chick from Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember her name.
She's your AI system on your ship given a body that fucks Seth Green.
like you do.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I did when I was given sentience in my own body.
Give me that Seth Green.
Fuck, man.
Idle Hands was the shit.
Guys, he's still working on Family Guy? Damn. Do the kid voice.
Do more Robot Chicken instead of one a year.
I was about to say, isn't that still going?
Love Robot Chicken. Still, I think it's still great.
I haven't seen it in a really long time.
Let's see. There are 12 drivers to choose from. 32 levels offer different obstacles and level design for players who skillfully move the ball around.
No.
Yeah, no. Features include mode 7 scrolling.
It does do that. That
Yep.
is accurate.
Yep.
It does do that.
Obstacles are thrown in the way to block progress.
It
Yeah.
does do that.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
This is to replace the lack of defenders used in an American football game in the real world. No, you're stretching. Having like platforms that raise you up a little bit or arrow platforms that point you the other direction, randomly displaced in a field like maze where you can get trapped in corners and shit. That's not defenders in American football.
And the way that it works is like you hold onto that hover ball and it's like there's a time limit to how long you can hold it.
And that's what fucking ruins it.
Because it like
That's
starts
what makes it
flashing
atrocious.
and then it's like you'll lose it after a certain amount of time. So when you pick it up, you have to make it to a designated end zone.
Which is another ball.
Which, yeah, is
It's a slightly bigger looking ball.
and
That's his goal.
It's labeled goal. And it's like what sucks is I never knew which was mine and which was the opponent's because
I didn't think it mattered.
it mattered. I found out the fucking hard way because it's like
There's no way to know then. There's no way to know until you score.
And it's because also the game is so disorientating because you're constantly spinning around.
First person.
It's all in first person. This game would be a lot more manageable if it were like overhead.
Because you go from overhead view to zoom into a car.
You're inside a car.
person.
That's right. That's another thing. You're inside they call it spacecraft, but it's essentially this is Rocket League, but like really shitty and in the long ago.
Yeah. Because we're moving around in a stuttered, vomit-inducing mode 7, left and right, forward, tankish sort of control. And you see, like, you grab a ball. You can also, your ship can shoot balls at the other ships.
They literally call them shells. So I was calling them shells on stream because they look like red shells from Mario Kart. Yep. In the instruction manual, they call them shells. So it's like,
okay,
you guys are just like owning the fact that you're like pretty much taking like, what are we gonna? They're like making the game. They're like, what's it gonna shoot? I don't know, man. Just put shells from Mario Kart in there for now, and then we'll replace it later with something I don't know that has anything to do with fucking space.
Yeah, well, that stuff we find on the beach, that's in space now. That's what we shoot.
Did you guys know that that space is just a beach? But it's not.
It's God's beach.
It is God's beach. The tide is in.
Because, so you're in the car facing another car, shooting shells at each other, trying to grab the ball, but you can't grab the ball and shoot it to the goal. At least that's what I couldn't shoot it and hit it.
Me neither. I read that you can do it. I read that it's possible, but I was never able to do it.
Yeah, the reviews, I watched 2 videos on it because after I played it, like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with this game, see if somebody else does. They both said, like, oh, yeah, this is different from Ball Blazing because Ball Blazing, you can shoot it in, but in this game, you have to run it into the end zone. So they were never able to pull it off to the level it's like, oh, it must not be possible.
And I want to reiterate that this arena that you're in in no way resembles a football field.
Oh, no,
like,
not.
no way resembles.
It looks like you are on some planet from Flash Gordon.
Yeah, it reminded me of
70s tastic, sort of weird, and then it's sort of F-Zero-ish.
It reminded me of Street Racers, where the versus mode where you're trying to knock each other off of it's essentially bumper cars.
Yep. God, I forgot about that.
These reminded me. I might have got the name wrong because the game was bad. No purpose remembering the name of it.
Yeah, because that was gone from my memory. But yeah, because there are random nonsensical obstacles in nonsensical spots as you chase down this ball. Because normally once a time I would get the ball, my opponent would bombard me to the point that I couldn't move.
Oh, yeah.
And the ball, after 3 seconds,
It's gone because you can only hold it for so long.
Yep.
Yeah. Street Racer, also 3 stars from the Ultimate guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
This book's got a lot of information in it.
We're going to re-release our own version of this book.
But the reviews are pretty off. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts.
This book is for Super Nintendo unconditional lovers of the system.
Apologists.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Because this game is unmitigated garbage.
It's really bad. It is really super bad.
Bottom 5.
It's
Bottom 5.
Not fun at all. It is because you move so fast and the ball moves so fast.
Well, the ball's nightmarishly fast.
It's nightmarishly fast. Yeah, it's like, what's the fucking thing in Harry Potter? The snitch. It moves like that.
It's like catching the snitch that you can hold on to for 3 seconds while you're being pelted with balls.
And it's like the only time I was able to get it is the ball will get loose and then it will just start doing laps around the arena. And it's I was okay, I just drive my car over to where it's going to go. All right, got it. Now drive it to the goal.
But you're getting bombarded with the other player, the AI. So you'll go 10 feet. Oh, then you're hit till you lose it. You have to be lucky enough to catch it in close proximity to the goal.
Right.
To score.
Yeah, you have to be close to the goal. And it's you can't pass it to anybody because there's no one to pass
it's one-on-one
to.
like
It's
football
you.
should be.
Like God intended,
It's
one-on-one
so fucking,
football.
Yeah, this is absolutely trying to make it sound cool, space football. It is not. It is fucking horseshit.
This is shovelware. This is here's what I take it as. Argonaut was oh man, we can stretch our legs a little bit before we do real shit.
Yep. Well, let's under-promise and under-deliver, and then we'll make Star Fox. Because each game is 5 minutes by default, 5 minutes long, and the first 5 games I played resulted in a tie. No one scored, me or the opponent. Right before you got there, I scored a goal. I happened to score a goal with 4 seconds left, and I won the game.
Man, buzzer beater.
It's the first time I'd done it.
And you were super excited, too.
I was I actually fucking did something. I didn't even know what a goal looks like because me or the opponent have not done it yet.
It says touchdown. Yeah. Words come out.
It's football.
That is honestly the only thing that is truly reminiscent of football because when Ross Rachel Green from across the pond sent me the quiz today, I said, great, good, thank you so much because we are going to need filler for this episode because there's not much to space football other than it being horrible. And he said, it's more like soccer, isn't it? I was like, I don't know, man. It says touchdown when you score a goal. So clearly the Americans rule space.
I guess it's a little more like soccer. It is, but it's still it's not a team sport. It's still one-on-one. No one's soccer one-on-one.
I don't know that it's like any sport, honestly.
It's bullshit. It's this ball-blazing game that they're trying to zhuzh up, and it's fucking horseshit.
Rocket League's fun. Rocket League is fun.
I believe you.
I didn't think it was going to be fun. It's not a game that I would play with strangers on the internet, but with the Game Buds on Discord, that's been fun.
I see where that's more fun.
It's been fun because it's we're varying degrees of terrible. There are a couple of good players who play it, but then the rest of us are just I don't know.
Yeah.
That's fun because it's and there's a whole bunch of different modes. It is way more fun than I ever thought it was going to be. It never sounded appealing to me.
Yeah, no,
your
it sounds like
cars
everything
playing soccer.
It's everything I don't like. Yeah.
But it's legit. I see why people got excited about it. But I would fucking never play with randos on the internet. ever.
Yeah, but so they could not make that game appeal less to me more than there was like a mode where your boss calls you and said, "Let's talk tomorrow." You're in Cars and Rockets, and your boss says, "We need to have a conversation tomorrow," and they won't talk to you until tomorrow.
Right. That's the way to do it.
That feeling between then and tomorrow, that's what it's like. Only you're in a car driving a ball. Oh, it's my nightmare.
Put that on the back of the box.
But God, yeah, this game, yeah, bottom dollar. Do you have any achievements?
I have a couple that came in from Twitch chat. Let's see what we got here. First achievement is there is no crying in space football. In order to unlock there is no crying in space football, you cry because you tied, because if you tie, you still lose.
Yep.
And that came in from Usurper Grim. I found a way to force a tie. I don't know if this actually forces a tie or not, but those shells that you can shoot out, you can destroy each other with that. It takes a very long time. I'm going to go ahead and call it and say it's impossible to do on accident because I had to for one game, I was like, what happens if you destroy the other?
Don't chase the ball, just chase the other guy.
Exactly.
And shoot him. Yeah.
And it took, honestly, dude, if the match is 5 minutes, it probably took me 4 minutes to finally take him down.
Then you can't move once you're getting hit. So yeah, you could absolutely just force a draw.
I can't. They can, but I can't. What?
Weird how that works sometimes in games.
Well, I was thinking, if I destroy them, I win, right? No, it's you just tie. Which
I don't know how war works.
which means that you lose because, the achievement states, if you tie, you lose. So, yeah. Next achievement, Golden Dump. In order to unlock Golden Dump, you win a game and win the golden statue of a guy sitting on the toilet. That came in from Dr. Drunk, a.k.a. And I chose this achievement because it really does hammer home that this game looks horrible. When you win a game, you are taken to a screen, which is like a close-up of a trophy that you won that truly, honestly, looks like somebody drew in paint. I know that's a trope. I know that's cliche, but I mean this.
But it's true. It's not a trope if it's true.
I mean it, and it's it is so poorly drawn that it's hard to tell what's going on. And it's this golden trophy of a guy sitting on presumably a space toilet. I don't know.
It's a win-lose or draw toilet.
Pretty much. And he's got his helmet. He's got his helmet on his lap. And the first time I saw it, legitimately, I couldn't tell what he was doing with his hands. Because one is up and the other looked like he was doing the Napoleon Bonaparte thing with it tucked into his vest. Someone in chat said he was doing armpit farts. And then looking at it long enough was like, oh, that's a helmet in his lap. And he has his arm resting on top of the helmet. Guys, the game looks really bad.
Yeah.
Next achievement. Toot, toot, I'm a flute. In order to unlock Toot, toot, I'm a flute. Stay at the title screen and jam to the medieval times music for as long as possible to put off entering mode 7 hell. That came in from P. Willie Eaton. And
these cars are shaped sort of like the Golden Fox from the first F-Zero, now that I think about it. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Which one's the Golden Fox?
The super fast one. The yellow one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm so glad you didn't say, from F-Zero. Like I said, it's the Golden Fox. I did, if there's one saving grace. Okay. I want to do a thing. Beloved Adam sometimes comes in the chat and he's like, say 3 positive things about this game. One positive thing that I have to say about the game is that the opening music is quite good. It does not invoke the feeling of a football game or space, but it does sound like the overworld theme in a JRPG that no one has played. It really does. I mean, it's like...
just take my Secret of the Stars?
I mean, it does kind of sound like, honestly, like it was a track from that.
Paladin's Quest? Is this a sport they play in Paladin's Quest? Because it could be.
It might be. It's like
Yeah.
Paladin's Quest Blitzball.
Not enough pink in it, but yeah.
But it does, honestly, like the more I think about this game, it does feel like they just pulled assets from other things to get it done and out. Because, I mean, truly, the opening music of this game, I mean, it really does sound like a fucking chill-ass overworld theme. So that's one good thing. Now you go.
The controller, when you're in your ship and you have the controller in front of you, when you press left or right, it shows up on that controller.
That's actually, okay, I hate the shit on your good thing. But that's actually, those arrows are trying to show you where the ball is because it's impossible to see.
Didn't get that at all.
Right.
It
No, I
looked like
understand.
was just turning that
Right.
I guess because I was chasing the ball, it looked like I was, this is the direction I'm turning.
Also, that controller that you're talking about at the bottom of the screen looks like a Tiger Electronics game.
Yeah, that's a positive thing. It looks like a Tiger Electronics game, which those
Yeah.
are, I had Ninja Gaiden. That was fun.
It reminds me of when my mom didn't understand what a Game Boy was and brought that home. I think she actually knew, but she was like, this is not as expensive.
Yeah, this
as
is
Game Boy."
$5.
Right? Yeah, it's just as good, right? I know that because I do that shit now to Henry. You don't need that. Look, we can make our own out of the shoebox. Pretty cool shoebox, huh?
Yeah. It's true.
Look, Dad's poor. Well, I don't know what to tell you. Go ask Grandma and Pop if they'll get it.
There you go. That's how you do it. Yeah.
You got to know, kid, look, I got to teach you one thing, and that is you got to learn who has money and who does not.
So that's why I'm glad, like, we don't have cable. My mom and dad do. So Kenna goes over there and watches cable. That's where she sees commercials. It's like, no,
Yeah.
Nanny, I want that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And that explains why you pay for the YouTube Red.
Yep, YouTube
no
Red.
commercials.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
it. I don't know what a commercial is, Kenna. That sounds pretty good if they show you toys between your shows. That sounds fun.
Wow.
How considerate.
I wish they would have done that when we were kids, and maybe like I don't know, developed whole cartoon series around toys. Do they do that still?
They have like the stores, even like catalogs where it just shows the toys and you could circle them that you want.
Dude, I do love that fucking Amazon catalog they send out.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's pretty nice because it's like they'll send it out for like Christmas and stuff, and it is pretty nice to go through that with Henry because it's like we don't watch a lot of commercials. And so it's like he'll see things that are just like whoa, and it's really fun because it's like he'll see things that he doesn't really even know are things. He's like circling Star Wars things, and I'm like, do you know what that is? No, but it looks cool. And it's like, all right,
Yeah, that's how it goes.
that's how they get you. Yeah,
That's why Jeff Bezos is on track to be the world's first trillionaire. There you
yeah.
go.
I mean, look, I mean.
Yep.
Look, I'm not saying I love all of Amazon's practices. I'm not saying I love any of that, but I do like that catalog quite a bit.
There's a reason. There's a reason.
So anyway, sorry, but that's not a. I don't think that's a positive thing about
The Tiger Electronics.
Oh right, okay, that is. But see, they fuck that up because
The
it's
character
like,
portraits make me laugh. They're so bad.
yeah, it's so bad. They're good.
So bad. It's like, oh, that's ridiculous.
That's sweet.
It's like a pug. It's so ugly, it's cute, and it's gonna die because it can't breathe. Oh,
The worst thing about that indicator at the bottom with the arrows is that it's at the bottom, and the arrows are so because they want it to look like it's part of the car that you're in. That's a mistake because
when it should just be like on the top.
it should just
or
be in the middle, big arrows because you
Like when you turn around in F-Zero and it shows you both directions you need to turn.
yes, because you never see this ball. Like you don't.
Yeah. No.
I mean, it's so fast. It is like the snitch.
It's a frame. It's a frame on
it
your
is.
screen unless you happen to run into it and
Right.
press the right button to grab it.
Right.
1, 2, 3. It's gone.
And it's gone. Yeah, and then you have to get it again.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so is that 3 positive things?
Yeah. Sure.
Tiger Electronics, the opening medieval theme,
And the portraits are so bad
and
they're
then
good.
the portraits make us laugh.
Yep. I got one achievement.
What you got?
Mr. Megorium's Vomit Emporium.
Okay.
And that is you turn around in circles so often trying to chase the ball in the mode 7, you get a little nauseous.
Yeah, this game is nausea-inducing. for sure. Not like Rex Ronan degrees, I don't think, but it's not good.
Yeah. It reminded me of On the Ball a little bit, and that like On the Ball also did that to me a little bit.
On the Ball.
Yep.
I should know that.
Yep.
But I don't call it. What is the fuck? What is On the Ball?
That was while I was in Gatlinburg. That's the one that we released. It was where you're the ball and you turn the maze around it, trying to get into the.
Wow, we just did that one. Wow,
That's how impactful it was.
Oh, you mean Camel Tree? I'm sorry.
You're right. That's fair. That's fair.
Weirdly, that is the name that I memorized.
Camel Tree.
Because I was like, On the Ball. Nah. Look, at least it makes a little sense, but Camel Tree's so much more fun.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of tree is that? What's it fucking look like?
Well, how many humps does it have? What do you think?
What are the two types of camels? Dromedary? Is that it?
Dromedary.
Is that
That's what I was trying to think of. Dromedary.
And
you
then
were correct.
And then bro camels.
And bromedary.
Bromedary. This one has two humps.
And Joe Camel.
Right. Yeah, but he's too cool.
Yeah, it's too cool.
Do you remember Joe Cool? Snoopy?
Yes,
Joe Cool?
his cool cousin. Yeah.
I think that was like his alter ego. Like Ron Swanson style Duke Silver. I think that was Joe Cool was Snoopy's Duke Silver.
Okay, because he did have like a
Spike.
Spike.
Yes. I think his brother or cousin. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spike had his own special. I remember watching that as a kid, where it was like they did it like Peach Dragon kind of, where it's like live action.
Really?
Yeah, it's live action, but Spike's a cartoon. And I remember liking it as a kid, but like as it turns out, as an adult, it's not very good. Yeah, it's fun. Like growing up and being like, "Hey, I'm gonna show Henry this." Nah.
Oh
no,
man,
I'm super not.
Nope. Spare the dime.
Right.
There we
He
go.
has good stuff, that I'm sure he'll cringe at later in life. But I mean, right now it's way better than a lot of the stuff that we watched. I mean, I have one more achievement.
Okay.
Called Secondhand Buyer's Remorse.
That's pretty good.
In order to unlock Secondhand Buyer's Remorse, unlock by watching someone else play this game, which is pretty bad. I don't want to be held liable for any Secondhand Buyer's Remorse. That came in from D-Rock. How much do you think this game is, Tyler, if you were to buy it?
$5.
It is, according to PriceCharting.com, loose, on average, at the time of this recording, $8.57.
Overpriced.
It is overpriced, but things are high right now.
Yep.
But things are so high that I've stopped for a minute, where it's like things are either going to die back down and I'll start up again, or they're just going to keep going up, and
Then you'll sell your shit and then
not selling. I'm just not going to collect for a while until that bubble finally pops.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, I'll pick up the remains here.
That's a good idea.
Because I mean, it is ridiculous right now. It's too much.
Everybody run another stimulus money, let everything go back down again when the demand goes down.
Yeah, like, oh man, when people can buy PlayStation 5s, Xboxes, and video cards again, I have a feeling that Super Nintendo cartridges are going to go down.
Yep.
Maybe, hopefully.
No, I think you're probably right.
Because I mean, right now, no one can buy anything. If we just want to buy shit, because we want things to feel normal again.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, man, I can't do that.
Yep.
It's hard. It's hard out there. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
does this game belong on TADPOG's Top 100?
No, inverse that.
Right, bottom 5.
Yeah.
Bottom 5. And we went over what Flopsy said, that it's a 3-star game.
Fucking horse shit.
Name a good game. Name a good... Can we play a game called Name a Good Game?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to look it up and see if it's rated higher or lower than Space Football 101.
Okay.
Name a good game. Name a game that is good, but you think might be lower than 3 stars.
I'm trying to not name, all the stuff we
Right,
love.
because we know Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 6, that stuff's going to be in the 4 or 5 star range. Fucking hopefully.
Hopefully. God.
Like Secret of Evermore. What's that in this book?
Secret, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Because that's like a I don't like it, but it's one of those that, people have fondness for. And
I enjoyed it.
it's definitely better than Space.
I enjoyed
Space
Evermore more than I did Mana. So,
Right. And if it's higher, I'm going to lie about it. Secret Evermore, they gave 4 stars.
Okay.
All right.
That's
Okay.
something.
All right.
How about Breath of Fire?
Breath of Fire. Breath of Fire
Breath of
1.
Fire. Breath
That's
of
going to
Fire
be
1.
that's going to be
OG.
ranked. That's going to be ranked high. Breath of Fire. This could be the whole episode. You want to just cut everything prior to this? Breath of Fire 1, 4 stars.
Okay.
Only 1 star higher. Still.
Axelay.
Axelay. How much you want to bet it's 4 stars?
I bet it's 3 stars.
You think it's 3?
I bet it's 3 stars.
Axelay, 3.5 stars. Half a star better.
Half a star better.
What half a star better than Space Football?
God.
Name a...
Sunset Riders.
Oh, Sunset Riders is going to be
That's
a 4
beloved.
star.
That was a little low on IGN's list.
I'm going to look it up because I am curious. Because
Shaq Fu. Let's go with a game that's also notoriously bad, but Shaq Fu is better than this game.
Shaq Fu is, definitely better than this game. I'm looking up Sunset Riders because I am curious.
Just want to know.
Yeah, my guess is like 4.5 stars because people love that game. I love that game. It's a good game. Sunset Riders, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
We have found the perfect video game. Is a 5 star.
5 stars.
It's a
for
5
Sunset-
star. Now I want to know what Final Fantasy 6 and Chrono Trigger are.
Yep.
They're 5, right? They gotta be. They gotta be.
If Sunset Riders is a 5.
You remember when I joked about this becoming the episode? And now, like, this is really what I want to do. Final Fantasy. Come on. Final Fantasy 2. 4.5 stars. Which is like, I kind of get if Final Fantasy 3 is 5.
Yep.
But still, it's like, come on. That's a 5-star game. I
Yep.
mean, yeah, Final Fantasy 3 is 5 stars. Chrono Trigger's got to be 5 stars.
Yeah, no, it has to be.
If Chrono Trigger's not 5 stars, I am going to burn this book. that's not a joke. Okay. While I was looking for Chrono Trigger, let me run this by you.
Okay.
Space Football, 1-on-1, or Cool Spot.
Surely to God, Cool Spot.
They're both 3s. Which I get Cool Spot being a 3. I totally do.
Yeah. No, yeah. Cool Spot is
Cool
a good
Spot,
3 range.
That's ranked correctly.
Yep.
But come on,
this
man.
This game is no way touches Cool Spot.
There's no game here.
No.
That's the other thing about Space Football is like you finish a level and you do the same thing in a slightly different arena.
Yep.
I wish I could remember.
And that is dysfunctional at best.
Yes, absolutely. I wish I could remember who said this in chat. But essentially they said if this was a top-down view, this game would be like completely like it would have no charm at all. It would have no hook because it's like you would see how fucking basic everything is. Chrono Trigger. I'm still looking. Days Before Christmas.
I bet Days Before Christmas is 3 stars.
It is. It's 3 star. On which that also should be.
I think Cool Spot should be 3.5. Well, I think Days Before Christmas should be 2.5, and Cool Spot's 3.
Clay Fighter, 2 stars. 1 full star lower than Space Football. Look, Clay Fighter's a bad game.
Clay Fighter's not worse than this.
It's
though.
not worse than Space Football.
That is the first super telling one.
Chrono Trigger's 5 stars.
What about Earthbound?
Come on, Earthbound's 5. Dude, if Earthbound wasn't 5, the people who wrote this book wouldn't be alive anymore.
I can see where they would give it 4.5.
No,
because it's
no,
not because it's atypical.
No way.
I mean, I will be personally very upset, but I'm used to it getting shafted.
Earthbound, 2 stars.
2 stars.
That's 5. Of course, it's 5.
Okay, good.
They're not crazy.
Good.
You know,
They're
what I mean?
just fucked up.
They're not crazy. All right. Well, look, I got to be honest.
Who is the Space Football reviewer?
Oh, let's look that up. Out to Lunch, 2 stars.
Out to Lunch.
Out to Lunch is better than Space Football.
Out to Lunch was a solid little game.
Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures,
I bet that's 2 stars.
3.5.
It's
too high, but
That's too high, but it's still
but it is
better.
better than Space Football. There's a game called Power Monger.
Perfect.
That's 3 stars. I don't know anything about
All right, so it's as good as this.
Revolution X, 3 stars. Which also is a bad game.
It's too high for that, too. But it's better than Space Football.
Man, Rex Ronan is a 1 star. And I got to tell you, man, Rex Ronan is better than Space Football.
It is.
Like, more thought went into Rex Ronan than went into Space Football.
Mm-hmm. Captain Novolin is around Space Football.
But still better.
But still, because it's more playable.
Let me tell you how bad Space Football is. I would rather play a real football game than Space Football. Like, I would rather play Madden than Space Football. Because at least in Madden...
If you know us, that's bad.
Right, yeah. If you've been listening to us for a long time, like, that should have shook you.
Because it is like, here's the choice. Is like, do you want to play this or Street Hockey 95? Okay, I'm going this.
I would rather play this than Street Hockey 95. Yeah. Street Hockey 95 is still the worst game I think that we've played, that I've played personally on the SNES. Okay, you were asking me a question about Space Football, and I forgot what it was.
Who's the reviewer?
Okay, the reviewer was Spider-Man.
Oh, well, fuck. I need pictures of this goddamn Spider-Man.
It's not real, I can tell by looking at the pixels. Space Football, 1-on-1. How about I read the reflections, too?
Okay.
You good with that?
Yeah.
It was reviewed by MV. That's a new one.
My wife with her maiden name.
Oh, wow. I didn't she had a lucrative career in retro game journalism before she married
That's
you.
why she refused to review this game with us, because she knew I hated it.
Oh, I didn't realize you invited her. Man, I would love to hear her opinion on Space Football. All right, reflections. Have you ever played a game that gave you the immediate feeling that you would dislike it, but after a few playthroughs, you actually began to feel you start to have fun with it?
False.
Well, that was me.
Well, fuck you.
With Space Football.
Michael Vick. Did you hate this game and then realize, like, man, I like making dogs fight?
Check this out. Seeing those ugly Mode 7 graphics burned my retinas. But once I won a few games, my eye pain went away. That's a Dave sentence right there. I got good at this game, and now it's good.
Yeah, that's a hyper competitive person. Yeah.
And I started enjoying myself. Well, yeah, because you started winning. I get it. Because your brain was doing the thing where it's like, you're good. You know that? You're fucking good, man. Shh, don't worry about anything. You're good.
3 stars, definitely.
You're good.
You're the best in the world.
Yeah. The same can be said for a friend that I talked into playing along with me.
Oh, that he
so
beat.
So they're doing the multiplayer, which I have heard, like Sick Jake was from Press B to Cancel. He had mentioned that he had played this multiplayer and that it wasn't too bad. To which I was like, this game? Are you sure?
Did
this one?
Or did you take an Ambien and play F-Zero?
Right. Yeah. All right. We got a game we like to call Space Football. You give yourself a roofie, and then you play F-Zero.
And then you give it 3 stars.
You tell a friend to come over. No questions are asked. And when your friend comes over, you're like, oh, man, I roofied myself.
How was it? 3 stars.
3 stars. The review ends that his friend hated it at first, but before he knew it, he was boasting about his 3-game winning streak. This review is bullshit.
Yep.
Case closed.
Yep. Fuck that.
We need to do a book.
Yeah, we do.
It's never going to happen, but we need to do a book.
But we do.
Because this book, Flopsy is really not Flopsy. You could build a house out of Flopsy.
We need to make our own paperback version that we call Flopsy. And we'll put it on Kickstarter. And you love TADPOG?
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
We need $25,000 to make our paperback book.
Increase that number.
We only make like two of them. For me and you, and that's it.
No, this is labor because it's like 25,000. How long is it going to take to write Flopsy? A long time.
That's true.
That requires one of us to quit their job, unless it comes out eventually. In which case,
Oh yeah, there you go.
in which case, it's literally just a scam. You're essentially like all Kickstarters paying us for an idea. You're like, that's funny and cute. I like it. It's quirky. Here's $5.
Well, yeah, well, $40,000, and we hire everyone in the nation to also write. Phil, you want to help us? Come on. You know how to do this.
Okay, if we do that, I'm in.
Okay.
Yeah, if we do that, if we actually hire people who can write,
then
yeah. But then all of a sudden, it's not ours anymore.
No, we just slap our niches at the bottom of some bullshit reviews.
It has to be. The stipulation is it has to be people from the nation, like Phil. Like, yeah, we can't get outside talent.
Yeah.
Because who knows? We might get someone like MV here.
Yeah. Fucking. I'm trying to think of another MV person. All I've come is
Michael Vick. I mean, because clearly it's Michael Vick. The friend that came over was a dog.
The dog was like, I'm winning. He punches the dog. Go find another dog. This game is awesome. 3 stars.
Would you like to continue playing the Can We Find a Good Game that's rated lower? Or do you think the bit's done?
I think the bit's done. We can't go back to it now.
Yeah, I think the bit. Yeah, you're right. It was probably done about 20 minutes ago. Yeah.
Well, we did the game first, so what have you been up to this week?
Just like eating hamburgers.
Cool.
For Memorial Day. I went over to my mom's and my dad's, and they grilled out hamburgers from Midtown, and it was good.
There you go.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I did bust out for Memorial Day for the grill. I didn't have anything. We would have a hard time for our taste testing doing that seasoned salt. So I did use the seasoned salt that Matt and Nicole sent us.
Oh yeah,
on the burgers.
Is it good?
Very good.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I'll just tell you.
Please.
Beards and glasses.
Oh yeah.
So the beards and glasses are the physical beard and glasses embodiments of a concussion.
So, what were those? Like, what's the physical embodiment of a glasses?
Just hit your head right on your vision. And your vision's blurry.
So then, what's the beard equivalent?
It's like you had ants on your face.
Oh, like your teeth came out like in a crash, and like they're like embedded in your. Oh, they came through your cheeks.
Your jaw.
Yeah.
That's what this game is like.
That is what this.
That's the most football this game gets is being like a concussion.
Yeah, they really didn't try very hard with this game. Yeah.
Nope. That's just try to trick you. Fuck that bullshit. But I did. I branched out with the Percy Jackson game, the Run with the Family. So it's like I want them. We've done character work so far. I feel like they're getting a little bored. I get into a better hook. So I adapted it and sent them to Jazzadrune from the Shackled City, the first with the Vanishing.
That's like the gnome dungeon, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I made it Norse instead of gnome, and because they were on their way.
Norse, gnome.
Same thing.
Same thing, yeah. they got the Norse pantheon, the gnomish pantheon.
So I just set it up.
Who's the Jarl Glittergold? Jarl Glittergold?
Jarl Glittergold.
Man, that's a joke for just you, Tyler.
Yep. Who's Neblin? Thorbelin? I don't.
Neblin already sounds very Norse.
You're right. But I just set it up to where they were going on a mission to pick up another demigod, and
they all got the Vanishing.
Well, no one's got the Vanishing yet. I've had to roll one check so far, and they made it.
So you Vanishing it all.
Oh yeah, everything.
Okay.
Yep.
But now, for those who are uncultured and do not know what the Vanishing is, could you please explain the Vanishing?
So in the Shackled City mod that came out in Dungeon Magazine 20 years ago, which is a great mod. I've run the whole thing with Dave and Josh and our friend James.
It is a really good mod.
Very fun. It is the very first, and I've played through this dungeon 3 or 4 different times. It's a fantastic first level dungeon to where the players are trying to find some kidnapped children, and they go through this lost gnome city that the entire population was wiped out because of a magical disease called the Vanishing, which makes it infects magic items. When they're used, a person has a chance of gaining the Vanishing, which deals charisma damage until they disappear.
I got to check and see what came out first, Shackled City or World of Warcraft.
Ooh.
because there's a World of Warcraft dungeon. I think it's called Gadget Zan, which is like the Gnomish, their main city that essentially has been like ravaged by plague.
See, I love after we finished the Shackled City, because it runs 1 through 20. There are options to take it epic if you want. There are no mods, but it has hook ideas, and one of them is someone new goes into Jazzed Rune, brings the Vanishing out into the world, and it basically gets worse and starts spreading throughout the world. So then you have a worldwide Vanishing, which instead of them. Right now, they don't know what they're after. I had where the players are on the way to get into their demigod. They stop at a gas station, and the gas station is actually a front for them trying to kidnap demigods. So they pull them through the floor, and suddenly they're in Jazzed Rune.
I was hoping you were going to say that the campaign was then completely turned into 2 hours of them buying snacks at the gas station.
Oh, that happened.
Yes. Yes.
So, okay, do they have Red Bull? They have Red Bull. I'm going to buy gummy worms. They have gummy worms.
Yes.
So, but then, yeah, it was fun. Like, 'cause I remember me going through that dungeon for the very first time with Ramon when he ran it, and like not knowing about trap doors because I told them like, welcome to your first dungeon. This is why most people play Dungeons and Dragons, is for the dungeon.
It's not for the dragons. It's for the dungeons.
It's for the dungeons.
Some people play for the dragons. I play for the dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the dragons.
I'm with you. I like the dragons too.
When I bought that second D&D campaign called Council of Worms, I was like, this is all I need to play D&D, right?
That's it. Just dragons.
This one has dragons on it. That's what I want to do. What they keep mentioning something called the Player's Handbook and the Dungeon Master's Guide.
Those
what are
sound
those?
like bullshit.
Yeah. All I need's right here. The Council of Worms. Let's play. I remember trying to play it and like, I don't know. I don't know what
I
any
remember
of
the
this
first
shit
time
is.
I tried to run something, I thought hit dice is what you hit with.
Right.
So then I had like monsters dealing like 12d10. Man, all right.
that's a
I was
lot.
like obliterating everybody with every low level encounter. Like that's what makes this what you hit with. It's the hit dice.
It's brutal. It's a challenging game, but rewarding if you can survive the goblin attack.
But they really seem to enjoy it. I really enjoyed it. I'm ready to do it again because Melissa was really getting into it. And all right, if I throw my a flame ball down here, what can I see? And they're checking for traps. And because Anna walked right up to one of the rune doors and kicked the shit out of it and got engulfed in flame. It's like, what?
How many sessions are y'all in?
I think that was our third one.
Nice. I did a little recon. Shackled City was first published March 2003, and Jazzed Rune's like the first dungeon. In the game.
You get to it pretty quick.
It's very, very early. In World of Warcraft, November 23rd, 2004. So maybe Gadget Zan was influenced by Jazzed Rune.
Yep.
They even kind of sound similar.
I also I saw it on TikTok. So then I opened the link to her Etsy shop. That it was a very cool little. You fold the paper in half. On one side that faces you has all the actions you can take in combat. It breaks down the turns, so new players can look down. What can I do? Oh.
It's like a cheat sheet.
Move and attack, yeah. And the other side, you put your character portrait, your name, so everybody, when you're playing, you know who is who. And
like you do at a con,
what they do,
right?
Yeah. It was $3 on her Etsy shop, and well worth it. They all really liked it.
Whose Etsy shop was it?
I have to look it up
Okay.
again.
I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I just didn't.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure.
No, I can look it up.
That actually reminds me. We haven't really worked it out yet, but the Etsy store, Apes and Capes.
Yes.
That makes some really nice dioramas.
Yep.
Just want to remind everybody.
Video game cube dioramas.
That's a shop, and that you should check it out because there's some
Wonderful.
really, really, really cool shit on there.
Love. God, I love that stuff so much.
Yeah. And it's straight up. Yeah, it's really good. But you saying Etsy made me think of that.
So you pull up their shop again because it was like $3 for a little PDF. Everything was in colored. Melissa and the girls all loved going through and finding their character portraits. I printed them out. They cut them out, glued them onto it, and it might be easier for me to just go in my email. Tower Forge. Tower Forge, all one word. It's where you get those sheets. Very, very cool, little worthwhile. $3 for PDF. Well, you want to take a quiz, take some calls?
Yeah, man, let's do both. You want to do
All right.
both?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
I do have a quiz that came in from Ross Rachel Green from across the pond, entitled Moon Viewing Ceremony. That can't be right. Entitled Konami, I Never Met Her. Konami.
But Pachinko.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get the Pachinko jokes in. Ross begins. It's like those jokes that are never funny.
Yep.
Anyway, I have officially bitten off way more than I can chew. I am currently fixing a Space Invaders cabinet, a pinball table, an old record player, a very old record player, and someone said something about dropping off some PS4 controllers. That is a lot.
That is a lot.
You got a lot of projects.
Yeah.
Got a lot of projects.
Do you like to start shit and not finish it, Ross?
Welcome.
Are you my dad?
Man, it'd be pretty wild if Ross is your dad.
Yeah. Maybe.
Ross continues, I'll tell you a little something about how RRG works. That's him.
Oh,
RRG.
Rachel Green. Okay, yeah.
If I have speaking of Rachel Greens, have you seen The Friends?
I did. I thoroughly enjoyed the Friends
You liked
reunion.
it?
Yep.
We haven't watched it yet.
Nope. I thought it was very. I mean, there were some moments that were, just like okay, but for the most part, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was. Apparently, Matthew Perry had emergency surgery, like dental surgery, like right before it. So he is, which I don't really believe. I don't know what was going on with him, but he's super quiet. He's very withdrawn. Like he is.
That seems like a problem.
Yep. I mean, he was there, I guess. Like Matt LeBlanc was hilarious. Matt LeBlanc was hilarious. Like everybody did a really good job.
Yeah, because he wants work.
Yeah, he doesn't need it. Like, because everybody did I thought it was really good, except for, and I love Chandler. I love Matthew Perry, but he seemed like I'm assuming
he's the best one.
Yeah, I think Chandler's
That's a problem.
one of my favorite ones.
That's a big problem.
But he was very withdrawn.
Yeah.
So
Is Janice there?
yes.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yes, the only character that I wanted to see that was not there was Paul Rudd.
Oh yeah, that would have been
But I think he's so much bigger than all of them. Like it probably just would have stolen focus
because he's Ant-Man. That was an Ant-Man joke, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great if he showed up as Ant-Man?
So what are you guys doing? Sorry, I'm just doing Marvel movies.
Just throwing Pym particles at Phoebe's face. Did Phoebe sing a song?
Yes.
Man's got everything.
Yeah. What song you think she sang?
I mean, the only one that I can name is Smelly Cat.
There you go.
All right.
Guess who sang "Smelling Cat" with her?
The Smelly Cat.
Close. Lady Gaga.
It sounds like the Muppets.
That was the part that was weird. A little
That
bit.
does sound
was Lady
weird.
Gaga coming out, but
Well, is it like one of those where it's like, hey, look, it's Lady Gaga, everybody, and then like credits roll, it's like Lady Gaga.
it's like you see her just like walk in dressed as Phoebe, and like it looks at Lisa Kudrow as a little like, who is this? I'm gonna act impressed because it's like I don't know.
was it supposed to be like a surprise or something?
I guess it was like they surprised her.
Good Lord, I hope she didn't recognize Lady Gaga.
That was the only part. Like I got what they were doing, and it was cool that Lady Gaga was so appreciative because she was like, Phoebe, you were the one. Lisa, you played Phoebe, and that was like you were the weird kid. You were who I identified with growing up. You were the one who did. Phoebe followed the beat of her own drum, set the example for me. I appreciate what you did.
I don't like thinking about that because it makes me feel super old.
Yep.
It's like really, really old.
Wait till you see them. Wait till you see all the friends.
Well, that's like there's no way it would impact me like when I saw like the new Kids in the Hall, like the announcement that they're doing.
Oh.
And it's like looking at that photo, it's like, no.
Well, they're all just older and have aged naturally.
Yeah, but they're old, like old.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like looking at Kevin McDonald, I was like, I can't look at him.
Kevin McDonald.
He's so old looking.
Kevin McDonald has turned into Invader Zim. Like they all look like they've aged, but aged well, except for Kevin McDonald.
Yeah.
He aged weird. He aged like Devin Sawa did when he grew up.
Are you excited?
He is my favorite kid in the hall, though.
Kevin McDonald?
Kevin McDonald.
Bruce McCulloch for me. Man, I love him. He's so fucking funny, man. Okay, so are you excited about the Kids in the Hall thing?
Yeah, hell yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a little worried.
We'll see.
I'm excited, but at the same time, it's like that just feels like lightning in a bottle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it just feels like how are you gonna do it? They're all talented.
We'll see. They're all
talented, so
Yeah.
I'm sure it's gonna be. I just hope that it's not like they've been gone between Kids in the
all
Hall
been
and
around
now.
doing
They've been
stuff.
doing
All of
stuff
them,
and
yeah.
right, yeah. It's just I don't know. It's something that I really loved. So I need it to not suck.
yeah.
I really, there can't be a moment where it's like, look, it's Lady Gaga. Like Lady Gaga shows up. I can't do that.
I love Cabbage Head. Cabbage Head meant so much to me growing up. He's hip. He's cool. He's 40. Like I just knew like that was gonna be me. Thank you, Bruce McCullough.
Oh,
The chicken lady. Like I knew I was gonna dress like the chicken lady.
the chicken lady. What's fucked up is that doesn't seem like it was that long ago. That was a very long time
It
ago.
was a very long time ago. Yeah.
A very long time ago. Because I was watching that when I was
watching old ass reruns as a sophomore in high school.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, me too. I was watching reruns in high school. I remember hearing about it when it was on HBO, like originally, but I never watched it. I know I heard my parents talking about it. Turns out they were cool. Way cooler than I thought. But yeah, I never watched it because I don't know how old I was when it was actually new,
Ooh.
you know?
Okay, let's see.
We're going to look it up. We're going to feel super old.
Let's feel
Okay.
super old.
Okay. Do you think they're going to keep the theme song?
They have to.
They have to, right?
To.
They have to.
I mean, the Friends theme opened up still with that and the original fountain scene.
Hey, everybody, it's the Rembrandts.
Yeah. You remember the Rembrandts?
Can you name another song that the Rembrandts did?
No, they're all awful. That whole CD, I remember
awful.
listening to it, was just like, fuck, everything is so bad.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised. Man, they sold a bunch of those albums. Though,
My high school girlfriend just happened to have it, and we listened to it, and I was like, everything else is really bad. Even that song's not that good. I just think of Friends, which I liked.
I wish it was like 11 other tracks that are like the Friends theme song, but like in different keys.
The first episode debuted in October 16th, 1988.
That's a long time ago.
I was 4.
I was 7 years old.
That came out the year before the Golden Girls came out.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. The final episode was April 15th, 1995.
And that's probably when I started watching it. Was like right around then. Or maybe the year after. Whenever it hit Comedy
I started
Central.
watching it in 99, 2000.
Phew. Right? Bob and David was good.
Yeah, it was
So there's
really
that.
good.
I mean, I should look at that.
I
and be
want to
like,
see more of that. You're
yeah,
right. You're
yeah.
right. Bob and David was wonderful.
That was good and still managed to pretty much be what it was.
Kept the same spirit.
But
Yeah.
it definitely the spirit.
You just saw a little more of the process.
Which I
but
thought was great.
otherwise, yeah.
Yeah. Ross continues. I'll tell you a little something about how RRG works. If I have too much to do and don't know where to start, I just don't bother doing anything and wonder why nothing is getting done. Let me tell you a trick. Just take a nap.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like to
Yep.
do. When I'm feeling overwhelmed and have a whole bunch of shit to do, pretend like it's not a problem. Just take a nap.
Wait till 2 a.m. when you suddenly feel really inspired to like change your fucking life.
Yeah, exactly. Ross continues. Anyway, I need to write this quiz before I cry. Don't cry. Don't cry, Ross. Or I mean, cry. I mean, fuck. If it makes you feel better, cry.
Yeah.
But
I don't tell a man not to cry. It's okay to cry.
But I'm just saying, there's no reason to feel shame.
No.
We all take on projects.
Yeah.
Too much.
Eat that elephant one bite at a time.
There you go. Exactly. But if you're crying because you don't want to do them, then I get that. I understand. I do that all the time. All the time. I have a good cry.
Teach the boy to do it.
Yeah.
Make the boy do your projects.
Yeah, bring him in. Let him watch you cry. Don't tell him why. Just scare shit out of him.
There you go.
Make him worry about things. Son, I'm going to need you to be real nice to daddy because I'm going to cry and not tell you why.
Yeah, then what's wrong, Daddy? Just and just shake your head and walk out of the room.
Yeah,
Don't come back for 3 days.
tell them riddles. Answer every question with a riddle. Ross concludes games being developed by not being developed by Konami, games developed by Konami. So it should be an easy one for you. I'm sure you're right. You ready to begin?
Yep.
First question, Tyler. This game is a port of an arcade game, Run and Gun, and was released in Japan as NBA GQ Basket, Winning Dunk.
The running gun?
It was released. It's a port of an arcade game called Run and Gun, and was released in Japan as NBA GQ Basket, Winning Dunk.
Double dribble? Bubble bibble?
Bubble Bibble. Was that Konami?
I don't know.
Contra.
There you go. Basketball.
I don't even. It's called Run and Gun.
Contra ball.
Yeah. Double dribble. I don't know.
What's the arch rivals? Is that Konami?
I don't know.
I don't
know, man.
Bubble bibble.
Logging it in. It is NBA Give and Go.
Sounds sexual.
It does. It sounds like something you do at a rest stop. The old Give and Go. Just good old fashioned, clean, anonymous homosexual sex.
Yeah. Good old Frankie Mercury, Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Frankie Mercury.
As his friends called him. Oh, Frankie Mercury and the Give and Go.
Frankie and the
You know that was the original name of the band Queen? Frankie Mercury and
Frankie and the Mercury.
Frankie and the Mercury and the Give and Goes.
I mean, there is that scene in Bohemian Rhapsody where he's in a lot of bathrooms having anonymous sex. So.
Well, right, of course.
Yeah.
Next question. This game was released as GQ World Soccer 2, Fighting 11 in Japan, and is the sequel to a soccer game. FIFA Give and Go.
European Prime Goal 2.
European Prime Goal 2. Locking it in. It is International Superstar Soccer Deluxe.
We could have got that.
Well, yeah, we were right on the... Yeah, it was on the tip of my tongue. Oh, good old ISSD. Man, that's a fucking classic. I mean, I prefer it when it was Fighting 11, but whatever. Next question. This game was originally created for the PC Engine and features one less playable character on the SNES. Sunset Riders?
That was on PC?
I don't know.
Sure.
But it has playable characters.
Okay.
I don't know.
Good enough for me.
It's not Turtles.
No. They definitely didn't lose.
You remember the fifth?
Venus de Milo was on the PC version?
I mean, I don't know. I'm happy to... What are some other Konami games that had multiple characters that you could choose to play as? Probably a bunch.
Acclaim did Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm. Midway Acclaim.
Shit. Man, I don't know.
I want to know. There's no way it's Sunset Riders because we would know if there was another character.
I mean, all you need is Cormano anyway.
Right, exactly. Maybe that's why we don't know because all you need is Cormano. Yeah. You just fight over who gets to play as Cormano. And it's fucking hot magenta, hot poncho and sombrero.
Old magenta double guns.
Fuck, man, that's a good name right there. Mm-hmm. That's my rap name. You're Dry Tubs. Old hot magenta double guns. Sounds sexual, like a Give and Go.
I have no idea. That's so
Sunset Riders. I'm locking
Sunset
it in.
Riders sounds good.
It is Castlevania Dracula X. Had to be Maria, right?
Oh, okay.
I guess. I don't know. So far, so good. Next question. This racing game featured 6 playable racers. Throttle, Moto, Vinny, Lawrence Limburger, Dr. Carbuncle, or Grease Pit. That is Biker Mice from Mars.
Good
Locking
job.
it in.
Nice.
It is Biker Mice from Mars.
Hell yeah. Good job.
We got one.
You got one.
Thank you, Lawrence Limburger. Next question. Biker Mice from Mars is really good, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
When we get to that, that's going to be like at least it's not space football. God. Hold on, I got to look up, see what flops he gave Biker Mice from Mars. I feel like getting real upset. All right, never mind. We'll save it. It's not lower.
ruin it? Okay.
Yeah, it's not lower. It's 4 stars.
Okay. Yeah.
Next question. This game is a tie-in to a popular animated hero cartoon at the time. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, because that's a fucking broad ass question.
Were you thinking of something else?
No, but Turtles. I mean, I'd say go with the most obvious thing because that question is so broad.
What else did Konami do that was based on an animated hero cartoon?
I mean, it could be any bullshit one season
Sure.
show. So is that or the Stone Trolls or whatever? So Turtles, sure.
The Stone Trolls, I like that. Cowboys from Mesa.
Yeah, shit, man.
I don't know if that ever made it to the Super Nintendo. I also don't know if Konami did that. But Turtles in Time, right?
Yep.
All right, locking it in. It is The Adventures of Batman and Robin. I would like to argue that our answer also correct.
Yep. That's the thing about that question. Yeah.
Is Turtles in Time a game?
Yep.
Is it a tie-in to a popular animated hero cartoon at the time?
Uh-huh.
It is.
Yep.
So we're right.
Yep. Damn right.
Next question. This game was a sequel to a game originally released on the Genesis with a different name.
Konami did.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough Konami really to know anything about this quiz at all. This is the worst quiz for me.
Do you think it's GKO World Hockey 4?
Probably.
I don't know, man. It's a sequel to a game originally released on the Genesis with a different name. Contra.
Suikoden.
I'm going to lock both in because it doesn't matter. Locking it in, it is. Man, if we would have thought about this long enough for an unlistenable amount of time, I do think that we would have gotten here, but I honestly do think it would have taken 15 minutes to get there, and it would have been like completely unlistenable. Sparkster. The answer is Sparkster. Yeah, Rocket Knight Adventures.
Yeah.
Sparkster. Yeah, we could have gotten there. It would have. It would have been embarrassingly long, but we would have got there eventually. Believe us. Next question. This game features 3 playable characters who can be rescued from a special stage on the map.
Damn. Is that a Turtles game?
You can in Turtles for the NES. You could rescue. But it has 4 playable characters. You can play as any of the 4 turtles. This sounds really, really, really familiar.
It does. It does.
But I can't place it.
Yeah, I'm sure it sounds like something we played.
It feels like something that we talked about not honestly,
too long
not
ago.
too long ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fuck.
Maniac Mansion.
That's definitely not Konami. Sunset Riders. One of these days, one of these questions. Fuck, I don't know. I honestly don't know. What Konami game has 3 playable characters?
It's not Suikoden. It's not Contra. That's 2 and 107.
They're only 3 stars
or
now.
108.
It's the Tiger Electronics version of Suikoden. There's only 3 stars. It's not a Tiny Toons game, is it?
I guess it could be.
Because they did the Tiny Toons games, right?
I want to say they did. It could be the original one for the NES, but I don't remember rescuing them.
I think these are all SNES. I also don't remember rescuing.
I think Buster Bust Loose, you don't.
Fuck.
Yeah, fuck, I don't know.
Contra, locking it in. It is fucking fuck. We did talk about this recently.
Yeah.
Animaniacs. Fuck. It's been long enough ago.
Yep.
Just out of reach.
Yep.
Fucking Animaniacs. We were even on Tiny Toons, man.
Yep.
We were there. Tiny Toons.
Yep.
Fuck. Oh, God, that one hurt. Next question. This game could be played with a special controller called the Justifier.
Life. Most of my decisions.
Wasn't the Justifier a light gun?
Sounds like it.
I do not know what Konami light gun game there was for the SNES.
Because what was because didn't Revolution X, didn't it say there was like another light gun peripheral?
Yeah, but that was the Acclaim light gun peripheral, the one that we couldn't find.
Yeah. Sunset Riders. This is like a Justifier gun.
Sunset Riders, locking it in. It is fucking Lethal Enforcers. I feel like we could have gotten that one too.
You would have had to gotten there.
Jesus Christ. All right, next question. This fighting game stars B-list comic book characters such as, we fucking got this one. We fucking got this one, baby. Wingnut, Chrome Dome, and Armagon.
War of the Gems. remember Thanos and Wingnut?
It's Tournament Fighters, baby. It's Tournament Fighters. Turtles, Tournament Fighters. Finally, fucking locking it in. Got one.
Yeah, it's like 2 for 10.
One of the answers was Castlevania.
Yeah, Dracula X,
For fuck's sake, yeah. Hey, man, do you like Castlevania when it's been 5 hours and less, boss? Castlevania X. Check it out.
Yeah.
Next question. This game was titled Super Probotector Alien Rebels in Europe. I do think that is Contra Hardcore.
Okay.
Are you good with that?
Yeah.
Because I think the whole like Contra series in Europe was...
With these questions, if you sound remotely positive, I'm on
good,
board.
You're good
yeah.
to do it. I think it just in general, Contra in Europe
You could say, I really think that's Suikoden, but for the Super Nintendo. I say it with enough confidence, and I'll be like, okay, I got nothing better.
Yeah. Did you know Sunset Riders is actually a prequel to Suikoden? Dude, why did they put Corbano in Suikoden?
He would have made perfect sense.
Dude, that would have been so great. Oh, Magenta 2 Guns? What was his name? Fuck, man, it was good. This is Contra 3 Hardcore, right?
Yep.
Contra 3, the Alien Wars. It's the Alien Wars. But, I mean, fucking, come on.
Got it.
Come
Close
on.
enough.
Come on.
Throw us that bone.
Jesus. Next question. Fuck, marry, kill. Neo Geo Pocket Color. Come on, Ross. We're not a legitimate retro gaming podcast. What the fuck, man? Come on, dude. Cricket. Yeah, I know what a crumpet is to know what a Neo Geo Pocket Color is. What, you gonna fucking Wonder Swan us next?
Yeah, who are we? The angry video game nerd and Pat the SNES punk? No.
Come on. Neo Geo Pocket Color, Game Boy Color, Game Gear.
I guess I'm going to marry Game Boy Pocket Color. I'm going to fuck the Game Gear and kill the Neo Geo Pocket to go.
Color. I'm going to marry the Game Boy. The Game Boy Color. Game Boy Color is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a big Game Boy fan, especially recently, like playing Game Boy is like, it's like a really nice middle ground between NES and SNES. And if it's designed to just be played in little bursts, which is nice. Like it really the Game Boy is kind of like, for me, where it's at right now, to the point where I'm talking to Big Dick Pie Baker Chris Vaughn about like getting a Game Boy, an original Game Boy, and have it modded with a lithium-ion battery, rechargeable battery, and like a new backlit screen.
Man, yeah, fuck yeah.
And so that process is in the works right now, and it's going to be worth the money because it's like all I can think about right now is like fucking get a Game Boy Everdrive, fucking load that up with all of the legally owned Game Boy games that I have, put them on that, and then just fucking there you go.
That sounds
That's
fucking wonderful.
Because there are a lot of good Game Boy games.
Yeah, there are
a lot of good
Game Boy game
games.
is done right. It's fantastic.
It's magical. It really is. Like, I mean, and like playing Kid Dracula recently was just like, oh my God. Like I forgot like how good of a system the Game Boy can be.
Yeah.
It's a really, and it's like, it really is, man. It is like that middle ground between NES and SNES because you got 2 buttons. So you're using like NES control schemes. So the games are kind of simplistic by nature. But they've learned a lot from the NES era. And I don't know, man. Game Boy's perfect.
Yeah,
Game Boy's perfect.
Link's Awakening is still.
Oh God, it's the best Zelda game.
Yeah,
it's my favorite
it's
Zelda game.
the best Zelda game. I agree.
So yes, I'm going to marry the Game Boy Color because obviously I love the Game Boy. I never owned a Game Boy Color, but hey, it's a Game Boy that can play additional Game Boy games.
Yeah.
So yeah, what's not to love? I owned a Game Gear. I really liked it. But I'm gonna kill it because I want to fuck around with the Neo Geo Pocket Color.
Oh, you want that strange?
I do. I want that. I want that new experience. I'm 39 years old. I think I can have a little bit of strange as a treat.
As a treat.
In portable game form. And it's like, if I'm being completely honest with you, there is not like what was on the Game Gear that wasn't better on the Genesis. You know what I mean? It feels like the Game Gear, of course the Game Boy had ports as well, but it feels like the Game Gear was just like, man, I want to play Echo the Dolphin, and I'd play it on the Game Gear and be like, I do wish I was playing this I do wish I had a Sega Genesis. Same with Sonic. I love those. Sonic 2 on the Game Gear, I love that game, legitimately. But it's also like, oh, this is like kind of a port of the Master System Sonic 2. So,
well, I think Shining Force Sword of Haja and Shining Force Gaiden are as good as Shining Force 1 on the Genesis.
But what about Shining Force CD?
2.
You got that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you could take the game.
But Shining Force 2 blows it all out of the water, so.
I'm going to kill the Game Gear because I want to fuck around with the new, I don't know, mystery.
Yeah.
It could be anything.
Anything can be in there.
It could be both. I'm going with the Neo Geo Pocket. That's what I'm going to fuck. Because it doesn't matter. If it doesn't work out, I got the Game Boy.
True. Go back to your main squeeze.
That's right. I won't even remember killing the Game Gear. The Game Boy will be like, hey, have you seen Game Gear around?
Who?
Oh, right. Yeah. Look, it's Lady Gaga, everybody.
Game Boy, you meant so much to me.
Man, and it's like, God, I'm excited about that Game Boy for real. And I was asking Chris.
That's a wonderful idea.
I was asking him earlier today. I was like, hey, man, like on Discord, it's like, is there a company that like you can provide a print file and they'll just print it on a Game Boy shell? And he's like, yep, sure is. And sent me a link, and it's like, oh my God. And they're $35. It's not like they're crazy expensive.
Yeah.
It's like $35 to put anything you want on Game Boy. I don't know, man. That might not mean anything to anybody else, but to me, that was like, oh, I'm gonna have the lewdest ass Game Boy you've ever fucking seen. Henry's gonna be like, "What's that?" I'll be like, "Don't look."
It's really spicy. No,
It's super spicy. You wouldn't like it. Let me tell you, the kid's into Sesame Chicken recently, and he's turned us all onto it because that the Thai restaurant in town, he wanted to try the Sesame Chicken. It's like, okay. Sounds great, man. He likes trying new stuff. Great, love it. I'm on that drunken noodle kick, so it's like I'm going to do my thing. He gets the Sesame Chicken, eats it, likes it, leaves some because he's a kid. I'm a garbage disposal, so I'm like, well, I'm gonna eat the rest of his. It's like
it's part of your job as dad.
It is, right? It's a perk. Yeah, it's a perk for sure. And it's like I ate it and I was like, oh my! Like I gave it to Nikki. I was like, you got it. Like this is what I'm going to order next time, but I'm going to do the highest spice level. Good shit. Love it.
See, I love that. I love that Thai place so much, but I think I fucked up.
No.
Because last time I went there, our server was really good. And I was like, how happy are you here? He's like, it's okay. I really want a career. I was like, okay. I think you'd be great working for me. So
Sure.
I give him the spiel about the job. He's like, man, that sounds great. I'd love to break into something like that. It's like, okay, cool. I tell him how to apply, everything like that. Nothing happens.
Because he was murdered.
Well,
He was he was found. The body was found in a creek outside.
that would have been preferable for me for the awkwardness that ensues later.
Oh God, it was that bad.
So he then like I lose some staff, and I'm like, what happened to this guy? Like he would have been great. I really need some staff. Found him on Facebook. Send him a message like, hey, here's the link. Everything's posted. If you're still interested, yeah, man, absolutely. I'm very interested. I'm gonna apply tonight. Thank you.
He doesn't, obviously.
3 or 4 days go by. I don't say anything. Like I've chased him down twice. Then he's like, "Hey man, my grandma died. My grandma got in an accident. My grandma died. I have been unavailable." Okay, cool. It's still open. Just apply. Absolutely, man. Thank you. I will tonight. 2 weeks go by. Don't hear from him.
Yeah.
He's like, man, I'm going to apply for that job.
Oh, he gets in touch with you again.
Yeah. It's like, okay, man, great.
At what point are you like, don't bother?
I just said, okay.
Because I mean, do you really at this
Like,
point?
it's
Do you
there.
really want this
just
person?
Just apply. I'll see it.
Is he wanting you to be like, no, you don't have to apply, you're hired? Like, is that what he's looking for? Or
I don't know if he can't pass the drug test and background check. I don't know. Maybe he's trying to avoid that and thinking I could just backdoor him. I don't know. Few more weeks later.
Backdoor me, daddy.
A few more weeks later, a few more weeks go by. Hey, man, sorry, my mom died.
Fuck, man, he's having a fucking
like, shit, man. Right now, I'm stuck in Texas. I want to apply for that job, but could you send me some money?
Uh-oh.
Block, delete. Like, no. Like, at that point, I'm just like, man.
That's too much.
And if he's still that server, I don't want to go back in the restaurant and see him now.
Takeout, man. I've never eaten in that restaurant once.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, we've always done takeout. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have a desire to eat in a restaurant. I love takeout, man, because it's like, I know.
See, Melissa does it. Melissa likes
the
it
atmosphere, right?
Hot
hot
and fresh as fucking possible.
I get that, but it keeps really well because they use those hefty brand plastic containers that we totally keep. We've got like a fucking cabinet full of like, I mean, it's just like
they're sturdy for meal prep.
And it's like, man, we're gonna sell these on eBay. We'll be millionaires. Yeah, man, I love it. But like, yeah, it's always like steamy when we open that up. It's good, man. It's good. They'll take care of you. They'll treat you right.
Yeah, man, I get what she's saying. So I mean, it's like, okay, well, we can go in and eat this. Yeah, that's fine.
Fuck, you might not be there anymore.
Or if we eat, or if we get takeout, her and the girls immediately will eat it as soon as they get it. I just sit with my bag in my lap until we get home, and then when I get home, I'm like, what? It's colder now. Yeah. I'd rather sit down with my phone or Netflix and spread out and get my condiments set up, and then instead of doing it in the car.
That's how Nikki is.
Yep.
I'm like the girls in this situation where it's like, yes, I'll eat it in the car because I do want I don't want my food to cool down at all. I want to feel alive.
Like Taco Bell, I can't bring back for Melissa.
Oh,
dude.
She
has to have Taco. As soon as it comes out of the drive-thru, it goes, because she likes crunch. That I get. She likes crunchy tacos. A crunchy taco will turn into a weird soft shell taco by the time you get home.
Well, the bottom blows out is what happens. Is like that moisture catches up to the shell, and it's just like, well, now I just scoop up this dirty meat with these. I'll break the shell into chips, scoop up the dirty meat.
Yep.
Try to make the best of it. Try not to cry while I'm doing this in my car.
I remember traveling, and I feel like maybe I was going back and forth from Louisville. I remember stopping and getting a Chipotle burrito. Just me in the car, trying to drive and eat a Chipotle burrito.
You were trying to eat it while you drive?
Yeah.
Well, you can't do that.
Oh, I mean, I did it. But
how many people did you kill?
It looked like I just changed the oil in my car because it was all just nastiness all over me.
Man kills 15.
After 3 or 4 bites, it was all over my chest. It's like, all right, fuck it, and just ate it like and nothing else mattered. Like I'm driving to my death. It does not matter how I get there.
Dude, I can't even imagine eating a burrito like that.
I got out. It was just like.
That's like trying to eat nachos fajitas in your car, where it's just like, well, I guess all this fajita juice is
and it was just all over my fist because I couldn't put the burrito down anywhere, so I had to finish the burrito.
Truck drivers
while I drove,
looking in your car. Is that man masturbating? Much worse.
Damn, that's Chipotle burrito.
Yeah. Oh. But I get Nikki she'll get home with food and she'll go to the bathroom and then go and get a drink and then go start laundry and then start watching a movie and it's like, let's eat! What are you doing? And Henry is just Henry's the same way. We're both fucking baby birds. We're like, we need food. It's there. What are you doing? It's there.
Because I know Nikki doesn't. She take a burger apart and reorganize it the way she likes it. And
she does, and I just shovel that shit in my face.
I do that too. By the time I'm ready to eat, they're all done. Even if we get it home.
Yeah. Yeah, and it doesn't help that this is a thing that I'm like, Henry, you gotta fucking stop doing this. We'll eat and he'll be like, first. And it's like, dude, you're gonna fucking choke and die. Stop, please, stop. It's like I know I eat fast, but I don't do it out of competitiveness.
If he chokes, you have to be like, and then you start eating faster. First.
I'm catching up. But he is like, I love Henry so much, and I get so worried because like I've tried my best to not rub off on him competitively because it is truly a miserable experience, and I don't want him to go through that. But it's apparently fucking genetic because it's like I told Nikki the other day, I was like, I mean, he's clearly highly competitive. I can like stop pretending now, right? Like, because it's like
He can beat me, right?
Right. Everything is like
He's competitive. I have to train him.
No, I don't want to do that. I just want him to be happy. But it's like we'll get out of the car and he's like, run to the door first. And it's like, dude, don't. It doesn't matter who gets the fucking in first. And by the way, I did touch the doorknob before you, so technically. See,
some of the most powerful art in competition is semantics. And I'm going to beat your ass at that for a very long time.
I mean, look, man, I'm old. That's all I got. I can't compete. He does like, he got real upset when it was like, we were at my mom's and he was like, let's race. And I was like, let's not race. Yeah, let's race. Nah, I don't think we should race. Let's race. All right. And for a moment, I was like, I should let him win this race. No, I didn't. Of course I didn't. Of course I didn't.
Show him.
Of course I didn't. When you issue a challenge, you need to be prepared to crush your opponents.
Let's measure dicks now.
Right.
Come on.
So earlier when I said I was pretending, I lied. Or I thought I was. Turns out I wasn't. It's hard to not be yourself.
Yep.
Turns out.
Yep.
He got pretty upset.
Gotta learn sometimes.
It is really tough because I do tell him, I'm like, it really doesn't matter. Like it truly does not matter. And like, I get it. I understand what it feels like. You get so caught up in it that it feels like it's the only thing that matters. It fucking does not. Who is going to remember that I beat you when you were 6 years old in a race around my mom's house on Memorial Day 2021? Just me. I'll just remind you for the rest of your life.
That's right, yeah.
Next Memorial Day, I'll be like, son, you remember when I beat you in that race around the house?
Here, cry, I'm going to get a picture.
Yeah, remember when you cried about it? Just kidding. I wouldn't do that.
Great Santini 2, starring David Henry.
It's tough. I like to joke about things like that, but at the same time, there are enough times that I joke on the show and people take it seriously. I want to be very clear.
Yeah.
Don't call Child Protective Services. It's fine. Look, I was raised this way. He'll be okay.
I remember Choco Chica was always racing Kenna and kept beating her. So she was like, oh, God, I'm so fast. Dave, see how fast I remember you watched her run up and down the driveway. She's like, you see that? Yeah.
It's fast. Holy fuck, kid.
Let's go ask her to do that now.
You don't think she'd be embarrassed, do you?
God, I want you to walk into her bedroom and be like,
let's go.
Hey, you
now.
Are you still fast?
Outside. Come on, I'm faster now. Get up. When you play Minecraft, come on, let's go.
I've been training ever since I saw you do that 2 years ago.
I can beat my son around the house now.
You just go over there and turn off Minecraft outside.
Pull a Randy. Whatever she's got in her hands, knock
it out.
Let's go. Let's race. Oh my God. Next question.
Yeah.
Fuck, marry, kill. Rosalina Palutina, Wii Fit trainer from Smash Bros.
Kill Wii Fit trainer.
Really?
I want a face.
I mean, yeah.
I love nipples. There's no way she has nipples. So, nah. It's a mannequin.
No face means no nipples?
I mean, I would assume that if she has nipples, she'd have like lips or something or eyebrow. I don't know. Just
eyebrow.
Eyebrows. What are
Just a
nipples but the
unibrow.
eyebrow? What are nipples but the eyebrows of the tits?
All right. This is a real. All right. Tadpog challenge. Here's a challenge.
Jerk it to Wii Fit Trainer.
Send us your tributes.
Send us your tributes to Wii Fit Trainer.
Don't do that.
Whoever has the biggest load wins. They win my Wii Fit Trainer amiibo on my wall.
Oh, are you willing to part with that? Can I come on it? Here, this is what I want. I want people to take a photo, a screenshot of the Wii Fit Trainer, and draw what you think her face looks like on top of it. On top of her, where her face should be.
Yeah. See if I want to fuck it.
Zal, can we get a poll? Does Wii Fit Trainer have nipples? Oh, okay. So you're killing Wii Fit Trainer.
Uh-huh.
She's so fit though, dog.
Yeah. We've got a goddess and an interstellar traveler, so I'm gonna marry Palutena and fuck Rosalina.
I don't know. I don't really feel. I mean, that Star's gonna be watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Never mind.
I mean,
Put Luma in my ass.
well, I guess it is kind of a package deal, isn't it?
Yep.
I don't know, man. Wii Fit Trainer. I'm not gonna marry Wii Fit Trainer. I'll fuck with Wii Fit Trainer. Palutena. Just not enough information. Sorry.
She's goddess
Is she?
canonically.
I mean, yes. The answer I think is yes. But it's like I want to go to heaven, man. I can't be like marrying some other. There's one true God, Tyler.
That's true.
What's it mean if you marry someone who
You
claims
marry
to be
another
a god?
pantheon.
You're right.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna have eternal salvation?
Can I go to
no.
your heaven?
Yeah. Oh, we don't have heaven. Here we have people who are eggplants. Aubergine, sorry. So yeah, I'll kill Palutena. And then I guess I'll marry Rosalina. She's royalty.
Yeah.
She might be able to hook me up with Daisy when she's tired of me.
That's
I don't know.
true.
It's like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this millennial marriage. I want a 70s marriage. Can you hook me up with Daisy?
With your aunt.
Right. Yeah. Next question. Chun-Li, Cammy, Sakura.
Kill Sakura.
You have to. There's honestly no other answer because she is absolutely underage.
I don't like a pixie cut anyway. Fuck Cammy, marry Chun-Li.
It does seem like that's the right call. Chun-Li's, I don't know. Look, I'll be honest with you. Chun-Li's got a career. I don't know what the fuck Cammy does.
Yeah, you're right.
Probably the same thing. I don't know. But I don't know.
Plus, I would rather have Ming Lee over Kylie Minogue if we're going movie versions.
Yeah, but let's not.
Ming Na.
Let's not pull movie. I mean, come on.
What?
Come on, let's not.
You want to be where Jean-Claude Van Damme has been?
I mean, if we're gonna pull anyone from the movie, of course it's gonna be Raul Julia, right?
You're right.
So I mean, we can't. He's not on this list.
Yeah. Throat fuck Raw Julia as M. Bison until his life support kicks in.
Put that on a bumper sticker. Hey, Doc. I think there's something wrong with Raul.
Somebody throat fuck him again. That's that suit fetish everybody has. He'll get back up. If he can take a sonic boom, he'll take a load in the throat.
Thanks, Ross. Man, we sucked at that fucking quiz.
Yep.
But I hope you enjoyed it.
Yep.
You want to take some calls?
I mean, I do, but let's take a call.
I call.
A call.
I call. I don't even know a gun. Oh no! You know what? I forgot my adapter, so that's in the cars.
Okay.
So I can either go get it, or we can end it now.
Let's end now and then make a special emphasis next week.
God.
Well, let's go ahead and model what we're going to do next week then.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
1, 2. All right. I'm ready. I'm ready to whenever you want to do the prayer or what.
Get this bad
what do we do?
peripheral out, plug it in, Wanna Crazy Kid style. Say the prayer we all love to say. Beep-doo, boo-doo, beep-doo, boo-doo, beep-doo, boo-doo, beep-doo, boo-doo, boop, boop, boop. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop.
471.
Is that it's about the middle M's?
No, it's the R's.
R's. New game?
It is a new game.
Raul Julia's Throat Simulator.
Raul Julia's struggle to stay alive and retain your dignity. Close. It's Roadrunner's Death Valley Rally.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I feel like that's just a content mine, right?
Yeah.
Space football, not. Roadrunner,
No.
we can at least do 5 more minutes.
Yeah. I agree.
We can talk about our favorite Roadrunner cartoon,
Yeah, there's stuff there.
which I don't have
good.
one because they literally all run together. Because I do honestly think that they reuse gags.
Oh, probably. It's
Because-
like, it's like watching Lives in a Van Down by the River.
Matt Foley.
Matt Foley, like watching all the Matt Foleys back to back to back,
Yeah.
and realize, oh, it's the same thing.
All right, and he's going to pick up David Spade now. Okay.
Coffee table.
Right. Yeah. And he has the rocket skates. Okay. All right.
Acme.
Uh-huh.
Dynamite.
Yep.
Rocket.
It makes sense, though.
In thin air, standing there until he looks down, and realizes what he's doing, falls down into a pond way down
Right.
there.
And he paints the tunnel on the rock. Okay. There's a real train there.
It's amazing. It's incredible, actually. Okay. Sounds good. Roadrunner Death Valley Rally. I rented that as a kid once.
I played an NES Roadrunner game. I don't know if it's kind of the same.
Yeah.
I think Nikki's grandmother had that. So I don't know that I've ever played the Super Nintendo version.
Yeah. I remember it looking good. Looking just like the cartoon.
Good.
Thanks for listening, everybody. We're on iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, Spotify, all over the place.
Yeah.
You can find we're on Facebook. So episode posts on the main Facebook page, and then the Nation has that dank shit. And then if you like good organized chat, that's on Discord.
Yeah, bit.ly/TADPOG Discord.
Yeah, TADPOG_podcast on Twitter and on Instagram.
And on Twitch as well.
And yeah, you've got that. Dave's got that Twitch on lock.
On Sundays. We got a Patreon.
Yeah, most importantly, Patreon.
Patreon.com/TADPOG.
Let me get in here. Let me get in this shit.
We have a new executive producer
Oh.
as of today.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
I love that. Why is this not coming up for me?
I think I got him.
There we go. Dave. Using YOLO again.
Oh, I've got something.
Okay.
While that's loading, I've got something that I forgot to mention earlier. Backlog Banisher Dane has done some TADPOG trivia quizzes in the past.
Oh, hell yes.
He's got a new one, a third one, that is... do you remember when we did the Dad Month?
Yeah.
He's got a quiz that's set up about Dad Month, which I think was June, I don't know, 2017?
2016, 2017.
Something like that. I remember where we recorded it, but I don't remember what year it was.
Yeah, because that was on my first bedroom in this house.
Right.
That was probably 2016.
Right. The one that is next to the bathroom that completely flooded.
Yeah.
That bedroom.
The one Choco Chica plays Minecraft in.
Right, yeah. Fucking race me, coward. Which she could probably beat me, honestly. Henry's got short legs because he's 6, but like she's probably got longer legs than him, is my guess.
It's not that much taller.
Backlog Banisher Dane has a new quiz about Dad Month. You can find that at tinyurl.com/tadpog trivia 3. There are prizes involved. He's purchased copies of Shower with Your Dad Simulator, our pick, I think, from Dad Month. And the deadline to do that is June 20th. So if you're interested in that, they're very difficult quiz questions, but Check it out. tinyurl.com/tadpogtrivia3.
Love it. But that is feel like watching the original Star Wars again, because that new name I have not seen in a long time.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, General Kenobi.
General, that could be a title for Massacre. God,
Massacre.
I haven't seen Massacre in a minute.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Thanks. Executive producer level.
General Kenobi Massacre.
Many Bothans died to bring us this information.
'Cause we made an episode on the game. Yeah, because I see the post. You made an episode on the game I sent you. You deserve this.
Do you remember the game?
No.
It was God. I just said it like I would be able to remember it. It was Mick
You were asking me.
I know. It was Mick and Mac, Global Gladiators.
Oh yeah, okay.
That was a long time ago.
Wow.
Do you remember when we were going to do an adver game series? And we kind of did.
We did.
We kind of did.
Yeah.
California Raisins.
The Chester Cheetah games.
Too Cool to Fool.
Yep. There's another one too.
I think there was a Chester Cheetah game that we didn't do.
I think there is one.
And we wanted to do Sneak King real bad. The
Yep,
Burger King,
yep.
stealth game.
Yep.
For what? Xbox 360 or something like that? Yeah. Was never able to get a copy of that.
Nope. 'Cause they were too expensive to really just buy.
And with the pandemic and all, cost of Sneak King going to the fucking roof. This episode was executive produced by the following people. These are the folks who donate $20 or more per month. Thank you very much. And Massacre, if you hang out on the Twitch stream, let me know if you want a custom sound effect. That's like a perk for the executive producers. We've got God Emperor Alex Pena, Cousin David Galino, Cthusiast Jeff Miners, Laud Mulaney Dennis, Zeus Laser, Steve Dixon, Plinko Nick Price, Clambro Cody Phillips, Bantha Master, Executive Producer Dig Duggy, The Eightfold Daniel Abernathy, Time Lord Josh Edwards, Gamebug Prime Nathan Eaton, Matt Gentile, aka Gentle G, congratulations on your marriage, Magical Sleeper, aka Big Dick Pie Baker Chris Vaughn, Usurper Grimm, Temporary Eternal Savior Cubicle Monkey, Pinball Archmage Chris Edler, I'm sorry you couldn't be on this episode, Sandwich Pope Phil Hawkins, Nate from Utah, first time caller, Drinksmith Joey Webster, Big Daddy Paul Anderson, Edgelord Kyle Purtlebaugh, Master Cycle Baron Kevin Link, John of 1000 Names, and Massacre. General Kenobi Massacre, until you tell us that you don't like that.
Yep.
Thank you guys. We really appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Our theme song is moved. I'll take more drive. Link to that track from the show notes at TADPOG.com. Hey, we're going to close it out, Dave.
Who's the most famous space football player?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we did that.
Oh, also, you asked me earlier what Shaq Fu was rated in Flopsy, and I just now remembered that. Let's check that.
Or you want that to be our stinger?
No, I already got that, I think.
Oh, yeah. We did talk for a minute beforehand.
Yeah, I already got that, I think. Let's see. Shaq Fu, Flopsy, 1.5 stars.
That Shaq Fu is not half as good as space football.
I agree. Shaq Fu is a better game than space football.
Wow. Is our favorite space football player?
Yeah, I wanted to make it easy for us.
Okay. So until next time, Tropical. My injury. I was Space Tony Romo.
Tony Romo.
I'm sure Dennis will appreciate that.
It's like a steakhouse?
Yep.
Okay.
No, he was my extremely failed quarterback in the last season of Final Fantasy football I played.
Which was how long ago?
A long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. I was Space Troy Aikman.
Makes sense.
Guy, he's the only one who's played in space.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, too bad Jordan and who else played? They wouldn't let Charles Barkley play when they were doing, or Larry Bird when they played, horse in space.
Right. You know what? I feel like basketball works so much better in space because it's like
it's Dead Space 2.
Right. Exactly. Or I think it was 1. I don't know.
One?
Yeah. Because I didn't play all of 2 because I was
Okay.
like, this isn't as fun as 1. So I kind of set it down. But I played all of 1, and you betcha I fucking was like, well, I guess I'm gonna unlock this basketball achievement. So
Yep.
yeah. But like Space Jam,
Yep.
it's fucking right there in the title.
Yeah.
Space Jam. Yeah, the Dead Space basketball. It's like because it's all about jumping and flying.
Yeah.
I feel like Zero Gravity really has something to
You got should have a Jim Gaiden too. They're in space then there.
There you go. Football, on the other hand, it's like, first of all, you're in a car.
You don't play football in a car.
You're really taking like the only really cool thing about playing a sport in space, which is 0 G's. And you're putting yourself on the fucking land in a car.
It's like playing a Land Rover in Star Fox.
If you're gonna play football, you can just do that on Earth in a car. You're like, I don't know. It's pretty bad.
Fuck the fucking game.
It's pretty bad.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye. Yeah, sometimes you do a joke so long, you do a bit so long that it just becomes part of you.
Like saying bro.
Like saying bro. That stuck around for a long fucking time, too. It's over now.
Bro.
Bro.
Fuck.
You want to rebrand TADPOG, be SNES Bros?
Yeah.
All right.
That's pretty good.
Episode 1, SNES Bros.
SNES Bros.
We get to start all over now.
Yeah. Final fight.
We
New
get to-
episode, SNES Bros.
Yeah. I don't know if our episodes would be better or worse now. They were pretty good back then.
Yeah, classic.
Classic TADPOG.
We tell the same stories all over again.
Yeah. I can't remember what we've told and what we haven't told.